employment, Nipponi's come because of the COVID-19. Others are saying that government are an example for us as a country. You know, I'm a we are saying mine crown or more any idea the way another in Africa. What's your views about that?
My views about that is totally different. I mean, it looks as if those who are saying this, they are just overexcited. You know, we will accept it if it's coming from an NPP quota. But the situation now, it's a world, USA in Assam, and yet just one little country like Ghana. Because a little country you saw, you endorse Ukraine. So no, it's not just any country, especially. Young Ghana, it's on your welfare state. It's not a welfare state. There were much more serious problem than we think. So you come here as a United Kingdom, if to make dole unemployment benefit. Government introduced fellow of companies women to your own staff government contributed. But Ghana, Bibi was I don't know. We haven't gone to that level of European countries. So it was very serious problems. Recently, group Indo, staff several thousand men and women. There's no way they have got a job back. Unfortunately, it collided with this. It coincided with this virus now. It's a very serious problems in Ghana. Unfortunately, our statistical department does not give us the correct information. Otherwise, Ghana, you would have realized how bad we are faring under this coronavirus problem. Very serious. Very serious. Government statistician, I don't know. I haven't seen any figures from Ghana up to now. We are expecting to see figures.
So the saying said, Nanadu administration have done a good job. COVID by the way they have managed it. So you really say it's not the other way around.
Yeah, yes, of course, yes. I'm not going to say from NPP quotas, I wouldn't be surprised. But realistically, Antisa, we all know that it's not the case. It's not the case. So we want to look a way forward. It's not just blaming the NPP administration because this virus could have happened under any administration. Do you say a first because a government, a basso and all that? And we are going about taking loans because of the COVID-19. Of course, yes. So loans are digital. So unknown I will say a come later on. But then in pay I will say COVID-19 about down. We are solving a problem because we've got massive problems in Ghana to contend with. So
right. What is Mr. Kissinger, chairman of Progressive People Party in the UK?
Yes.
See, Ghana experiencing massive problems, and Nanadu, since the COVID by, he feels that it's not being managed properly. What's your views about that?
Oh, I would say that's not what I heard my dear panelists say, because as man or no,
yes, I know kind.
Say or not just say a idea bit within our buying so because it could have happened under any administration.
Yeah.
You see, as you know the beba, then so while the handling of the issue no, and the main problem in the chair or bobre, and so far so good. I would say NPP was Ghana under the stewardship of the era. Now that go forward. Ma you say input right now no, you can tell say we are doing well under this unprecedented crisis at air no. Let me give you the reasons why. I'm say about no to say in the major big countries like UK, Trump, also from US, or we know we are downplay, I don't know. Even when they were getting massive infection rates, now they were still downplaying it. But what did Ghana do? We instilled measures right there and then. So amount for the flights could do Ghana, Obe drew one on just say, you're around your map, I don't go hotel. Under the cost of government. That time, Obia, Utia taxpayer or Ghana, I don't think they were giving that treatment. Now you who videos all over social media. And then you see Nigeria for a video cast Ghana government that was containment, because what we realized is say Yareno, the epicenter is Wuhan. But that Yareno for some reason across the globe through flights and other economic activities. And we had to take the bold step and stop as in close our borders right there and then. You close the borders, so wow. And we pursued something you call contact tracing. Chroma that time, contact tracing and I always say this, and when I'm having discussions with people, I tell them, our method of contact tracing in Ghana is far more sophisticated than what we have here, even in the UK. UK, they will rely on your word of mouth to say, where have you been? Now a honey, you follow, maybe a tracing, and half of the people you came in contact with them, they might not be able to trace them. But Ghana, what do? They do something you call triangulation. You do a phone now, you were infected no. Phone near triangulate over the past 24 hours and over the past 7 days. These are the areas, these are the traces that you went. Trails now you make mapping a honey dibijina, a contact tracing now, you best sending the these places to get some mobile in contact with you. Now almost those cells now, as it says cell phones now, a band will not hitting the same tower no. You are chewing now one place. This is what Ghana instituted. You really and so why you call into lockdown. Lockdown and so you could tell it was the hardest thing ever, but we had to, because Russian economy which you say is not too overly it's not formalized. What I say, not majority of people lived by the day. And so we made sure say it's quarantine, it was a lockdown, and the government was able to provide for these people. And so why and you launch you can't say contact tracing app no.
Yes.
Contact tracing app, and I mean, I say, I feel UK for a drum also. I feel Google, Apple, any big companies we know were saying they are buying
one more summary of it.
What I say?
We're talking about now Ghanaians who are in Ghana,
yes,
who may almost free abroad and a coin.
Yes.
Some are from America, different places, Africa, Ghana.
That's true.
And then we also have Ghanaians who also was here, who wants to go back home. And there's a number of Ghanaians stranded abroad.
Yep.
Now, the foreign ministry, announcement said they are evacuating Ghanaians abroad.
Yep.
Stranded Ghanaians abroad. However, people have to pay for the plane fare and also have to pay for the hotel. As a result, many a number of calls are people who are still, they are here in the UK, they want to go back home, and other places. If you don't cross places like Morocco and different places.
Yeah, that's right.
What can be done to help these people? Because they don't have the money to go home, and they have to go.
Like I mentioned, we are in unprecedented times. Unfortunately, the case has been said, Indian is stranded. But they are not in imminent danger. What I say, what they are facing at the moment, they say they have overstayed their visits and they would like to go back to their comfortable place of abode, which is back home. Likewise, what do we do for them? Unfortunately, so this year, government projections, the budgetary allocations, because of COVID-19 exigencies, some of these funds are being diverted to alleviate these COVID-19 issues. So, you need national carrier. And you can say embark on these kind of trips, which each one of them, the name can say, you will sell 230-seater plane. Boah. The lowest quotation you get is be at £240,000.
So the government is paying on top of what people are paying?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that these are the quotations that are there. If you imagine, say, 1,000 people, Ghanaians are Mabe stranded or UK. You want to evacuate them. That means the plane one could be a crab, 5 and 4. That fall, it now becomes the cost of the government. No. Yes, your money is adding. It's the Akache people say, right now we are giving dispensation flights to come back home. When you decide to come back now, you say, would you COVID COVID straight into the population of Ghana, because if you 1,000 infecting 35 million or so. So what we do is say these people have to be quarantined. Unfortunately, you call lockdown, economic pressures. Some of these hotels that we could rely on them for goodwill. Say, remember even discounted. These people. This is the time that they're trying to make back their money. As a government, you cannot force some of these people to change now. You can only conscientize them. You can bear on them, but at the same time, don't forget these people are being provided breakfast, lunch, dinner. Not just alone.
Those who are stranded here.
But
now they don't have any money to eat.
You're not following you're not following the story.
Yeah. Ghana, but we have people who
and America chose. This is the reasons why, unfortunately, some of these requests are not tenable because of the costs involved. I buy to me, in fact, 250,000 pounds flight and to also. And some people do Ghana and send you a hotel fee and I say for you. At the same time, you expect in election year to meet our budgetary allocation. That is not possible.
To help us to manage this. Did we consider all these factors?
Yes. But those loans, don't forget, like I said, we contracted these loans to shore up our budgetary allocation. Because don't forget, we were going to, by all means, divert most of our funds into alleviating some of these COVID-19 issues. What I say? So the loan was a backstop for us. So we could fall back on as a country and not collapse our economy.
Okay.
What I say? And then can say globally, on average, every economy has shrunk by minimum of 20%.
Thank you.
What I say? So economy the size of Ghana is shrinking by 20%. At the same time, you got loans to pay back. You got a staff to pay. You got projects to meet. You got a country to run. So if you don't take care, that's why I'm training you. Now, okay, say, okay, say, you bet me. That's why I'm say, economy boom. I'm sorry, it will take another 4 years, like it did under Mahama. IMF to resolve this. We had to now go straight directly to the IMF for this bridge loan now a bit me and Saka to alleviate this way. That's it.
Mr. Osuocha, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Kula.
Chief for Mr. Osuocha now or running late or Deputy Communication Officer for NDC.
Yeah.
Mr. Osuocha, what as some Mr. Roentry any question you say evacuation of Ghanaians abroad. On the foreign ministry, announcement say evacuate Ghanaians abroad.
Yeah.
And many are saying Omo is stranded because they don't have the money to go back. Until Omo is stuck in various or different places around the world. Now, what is the way forward for those who cannot afford or are stranded abroad, for the government and also for us as individuals?
Yes, Mr. Kula, eventually, for national again, since before COVID-19, we didn't want to be really
any Mr.
You remember, for Omashi, or Mobusian for Mina because of COVID-19, one of the so much you make Mr. Kula, the word evacuation may abra Mr. I mean, on the assembly to US citizens and I said British citizens here. You see where you said evacuation. A chance evacuation. Why Bible quoted about you be one of the scanner. I don't going to pay the money. Because it be a Mr. Ketobeka, say US baby BC or more for outside US. Charter plane.
No cost involved.
That's it, because you are using the word evacuation. So why the cost involved? Ghana here, Mr. Kula, Waba, be Obefa Niema, Korea, Germany, US, UK, any other European countries here, or say Obefa Niema, no ship, no tax amount of buying. And then because of COVID-19, why are stranded? People are sleeping like we can say, they are homeless. Who catch her say, Nipana over the final will use evacuation. That person will pay 500 Ghana a night. One for now could be a isolation centers be a hobby a cheap. Pinkiskas, one of our biggest hotel. It's not about business and more yana MPP. You pay a cheaper place. It be anybody to be 100 Ghana, it be a 50, because it is almost a far Pentecost 4. I'm sorry. Somebody who more as reaching centers me work. And to say, we do, yes, a baby draw budget. Meaning, also because of budgetary allocation, yes. Anything our way budget, your friend will be hidden cost because already ever happening. Or budget number drawn, 4 quarters, first, second, third, and fourth quarters. It is suddenly happening here. Be able to happen, Mr. Kula, a beer, natural disaster, a basic, because of say, the tax, what I said, tax the budget, input and output. And the same one, you want me fast when we have to work. Me never catch say called IMF. Now you come back to IMF to get about $1 billion plus 100 million. And some more better COVID-19 fund and for music boom, including national health insurance, any other entities. And the question is, Minia our backroom, a bit Korea, even now we are footballers in Ethiopia. My video, I'm called Ghana a mission. I'm not going to say. Have nothing to do. We don't mean here. So Minia, say waka Kromwa, waka Ethiopia, waka other countries na here can once. You are talking about budgetary allocation. Meanwhile, hotels I can see am one cause somebody use rent use hotels no. More business. Mr. Kula, my TV said the MPP.
So what you saying? I mean, we're talking about Ghanaians stranded abroad, and but it seems that maybe you don't understand the question, and I say
it's a question. I say.
But what needs to be done to help those who are stranded abroad, and also is the government strategy dealing with it in terms of say using the word evacuation?
Me how we say so using the word evacuation, it means we evacuate you are free. So why are you charging them 500 Ghana per night? Oh, charter plane. Uncrow for better banana Saturday primacy. You remember before executive room free come out and can move my class exit more isolation center by 2 weeks. And some go to Aba.
When you may be doing call free chroma Akko Ghana.
It is alleged so one can organizer. What the program on Kobe. It is alleged.
Okay.
It is alleged. Because we know news portal. Say on one casa executives. On members on control of any. Meanwhile, the president says, so if we come now, ask Ghana no my stranded no. Make sure Sika.
Two batches of free chroma Echo Ghana or Koyeno. One go isolation center, they go outside the route because for your MPP no. That's what we want to clarify.
Man improve.
Yes, say Omokoyeno. It tested Omo. The common try for 2 weeks not results in my one train. No fear on Kotoaba.
Or say.
Because I'm using it is alleged. We say it is alleged until they say what yes.
Nipano or Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah, Charles Mbasaba.
Okay.
And it's not
I think it will be good thank you and it will help.
Me say what here then your program or they say on the organizer. Say what can't be.
Okay.
Mr. Kula. It's just me can say. And the MPP, the way I move fast so conducted this COVID-19.
And when did the plane leave this country?
And it's so good.
Last week Wednesday. Okay. Last week Wednesday, watching Ghana, he was not in isolation center. Then he went to the primaries to SL Kwakobo. And he wrote a bit man answer that question. Yes.
And I'm saying to Mr. because of sending him a most modern name come on. I didn't say Napu. When you're COVID-19. Now, we are to about.
Okay. Onya ni daben.
Onya pacho.
Oh, masa. Na mutro kasamanga sao.
Mani mitro. Pacho na ponya COVID-19 ni daben.
I saw in Ghana website na po. Enya COVID-19 ni binti na po isolation center.
Okay.
Into the question say, and the na senya nkre. She kwanya mo fa so President Akufo-Addo nkasa issue executive power say why betcha say we need PP and answer when share I can say face mask. So could have been here. Face mask, yes, we should be. You got jealous 6 months. Maybe what? Yeah. Near Fanu Scamiwa. MPP promise somewhere nano year. This face must be crummy Ghana for women. Opa, no, so how now that? More that one. One cassa, Moyambra, no one buso. Minuka say Ghana police PR, I'm a greater Ghana, if I fear tangy, was he a Ghana for about 40 people? How much a face mask? And before we have promise and we Ghana for something, or my actual
Roy answer, but hold on, Roy. The thing is, Mr. and so also Mr. Casey, to me answer that question. And then if you have any answers, now the woman will be
which question?
Evacuation, you know. What's your views about that, Mr.
Yeah, my views are, I said, Brofukasan, you are fine, huge man. You are Ghana for evacuation, Kasa.
Yes.
But if you are evacuating somebody, I know just said that person is in dangerous.
So the Foreign Office is using the wrong kind of terminology.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
I mean, our government is using those words because the situation of an evacuee, you know, evacuee doesn't pay a penny. Then you are not really doing evacuation. Because there's people from the UK going to Accra. Now, £500 or £300 are fine. If he or she can pay it, then it doesn't need any evacuation. Plane or airport, no. So in this case, the government has made a very good decision to bring Ghanaians in distress or who have got problems abroad. So you shouldn't tell them, pay, I'm going to save you, you have to pay. No. Also, Chonka make a statement which is very, very important. Say, US do this when we were in Ghana and all that. This is any problem. American government will come and remove all Americans from Ghana or Nigeria and all that. We know these things have been happening all the time, which is good. That's good governance. Now, one catches in influence of then forget about you saving me. I will pay and go my way. Of course, also got that hotel. Hotel or Ghana, and that person must pay. It was a 500 Ghana cedis or 600 Ghana cedis a day, 1 day.
From 400 Ghana. So there are some, it's a beer, 400, 500, 600.
Thank you. I tell you what, me Ghana kakra. Me call Ghana me share niama.
Yes.
And graduate kra. One more, minimum one more. They don't receive more than 1,000 Ghana cedis a month, or say even 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. That's how you can. So if you going for that hotel now, that's for 14 days by 600 cedis. It's a lot of money. That person cannot pay. Joko fiscal way.
To Omo stranded or how we scan. What is the way forward? This is what Ghanaians want to know because if you know of Ghana, I mean, people are saying that Obi Oniska was stuck or say if you read correct, you know, Obusia de Okroma, where we studies, they need to go back, you know, and they don't have the money and they are stuck here. And then what they are trying to do is that a lot of them are putting a lot of pressure too on Ghana Commission to support them. So what is the way forward around that?
The way forward is the Ghana government to charter a plane to come and take Ghanaians from here. Free, because your contingency.
But it's not only in the UK here. You have some in America, you have some in Canada, Australia, and even in African countries. The people are stuck around the world.
You see, your fund when you come Ghana, your fund will share. As we see, well, the international community gave us $100 million straight away. Sansi cannot the other. Now, says one could just go IMF. What would you campaign for this election next 5 months time? No campaign and MPP for the quiet. None of Ghanaians are stupid.
Bosia Nana Ado for COVID intervention. To you or to the Progressive People Party.
What would you call a campaign? Because
using it for campaign, not to support the people.
Thank you. Because Auditor General has suggested that we must monitor this funding because of COVID-19. And COVID didn't attempt. If you can see a flow. So we are struggling towards a one-party state. We are watching a dictatorship. We are watching.
Right. You heard what Mr. Yosin have said, and you also heard what Mr. Utu said. What is your view about what they are saying? Say the money that MPP administration AJ Bosia Ekoji, you sue that Bosiano for the people, but it's been used elsewhere for campaign. What is your views about it?
It's very laughable. It's a mega sir. So if we have these sort of mentalities, with all due respect, we are political actors. If we reduce our nation building to this level, then it's very, very unfortunate. And the Mekari Minya also chairman, and I'm Mekari Ira also Mr. Kate and it's a mega sir. Just because we need power, no, does not mean said you'll be paying no. At the same time, so we'll criticize here. You always have to criticize with like some questions say, again, you won't be any solutions. What I say? So just for criticizing sake, you feel said that is alone should be enough in these circumstances. What haven't we seen?
I suggested a solution. I just suggested bring a plane, charter a plane, come and remove the people free of charge. That's it. So what many and some more about evacuation. So most of the way bills are aircraft. Import 28th year by Ghana Commission is also facilitating another one. But the people will still have to pay for their flight fare.
So those who don't have money, how are they going to go?
And to Western Patch. And with this one, with these flights, they call them repatriation flights. So Munima, Mr. will be our swap Ghana, will say this year, or try, there was somebody catching a repatriation flights. Repatriation simply means, say, will be another would you be go back to their free. It's as simple as that. Whether evacuation or not, I'm sorry, we are not. Ghana is not going to break the bank, especially for ABR. Make holiday. Now, like I said, no, they are not in imminent danger. The countries in which they are in, they are being monitored. They are obviously under this COVID dispensation. Of course, you first thing say if I say you present COVID symptoms, you get treated. In US crana, you are so rely on health insurance and boarding crown. Yeah, you know, we are you should have my way bill say, oh, this is how much it would have costed without insurance, but the government has taken care of it. So many are not here. Let's say, you evacuate Ghana for now by force. Ghana. Now, we added to our woes. Now, we are we he said, say our COVID cases in the recovery and that will not happen. Why? Because Yakoji IMF seeker, it has to be strictly accounted for. COVID
Mr. Kissy made a point, say, Onim the scanner, no idea what the money has done.
We are still in progress. As I said, the alleviation scanner by some of it is being used to support business, small scale and medium business in Ghana. Some of these funds are being used to plug certain cash flow, cash flow otherwise and right now, I say tourists of hotels are being offered loans to even shore up their businesses. What I say, on Minika say, you NDC for Ghana say, are buying air offer loans to Jumana. It is out here. Let's say you want that to be used for an evacuation, for a repatriation flight, which will not necessarily pay back. The government has not managed to teach COVID in Kostra. Then because why? They are not in imminent danger.
Thank you.
What I say? And me pacho mami addressing me so I osasima ko kai na you are semi family.
Okay, in 1 minute.
O man she you or say Pam watching they say or Ghana na fan ko say me pacho for your information so bit my more digging. How can somebody or UK NPP executive become a delegate for a constituency in Ghana?
I'm watching, yes.
That is as okay, it's so. But just because they want to paint the nation and people and the government so they want to call detail it's alleged come and so far until you get more details. Sure, we are so many times. And most times, and I'm always at the snake because they want to improve somehow.
Okay,
It is for
Can you
What I say?
do your investigation next week? Then let Etiefo knows what your findings are regarding if say Nipano or Kogana or Koko or
how can he become a delegate?
He didn't follow the rules when he left this country. He didn't follow the rules of COVID-19 regulation. Say quarantine.
Quarantine. Mama solution. Kwame Boateng can never be a delegate in a constituency in Ghana per our constitution. It's as simple as that. It is a walk catch me say nipa we could do Ghana for 2 hours. Now somehow can say we go Sri Maka and then there is the reason why I'm always
in 1 minute. Yeah,
kind of
analysis.
Simple.
On that.
Say more presidential elections and I say you can't go in any further. So MPP you can move to one. Some to be.
Yes.
Some kind of a month. We say it is alleged.
Me pacho.
The
date of the presidential way no. After next week. It's by that time 2 weeks no. They would have elapsed quarantine. It has no basis. Please. It has no basis.
Please, Manika be like Mr. Kilchen Aidina.
Also, I say 2 weeks time. The question said MPP is according to Mukonjo.
Who was the question? Mr. Carter said they are in quarantine for 2 weeks. By that time, 2 weeks would have elapsed.
Look, in his own, Roy, please.
Also, I'm not talking about after the take on the billboard.
Please, Manipa,
my man tell show we soon didn't get trends. He's been doing that since last year.
And then pen and paper. We are now
what I say. And trying it.
Maybe by number casting be ahead. And maybe make a show say the MPP UK, almost secretary. Your brains come in the eye. The corner any document mechanism to prove. And you will catch him as someone make a bear and then cry. And the corner be a man the amount. 33 feet.
Say at Tiefo, who's it? Title
Committee of Inquiry, MPP UK. I didn't hear that was 17 September 2018. Papa, I never for our continuity this year.
But your friend is
Dr. Bajida Costa. You see, almost cancer of elders. A friend boy. And a woman. You can't negotiate for Yako, Ufrim. It's funeral donation. I'm going to for the money or the $20,000 by. It's kind of be shared about the cost and them. No, my indicting of this report. And I bet MPP UK said, sorry, report is not a cry. I'm going to prove me wrong. So, be a copy. Raw on you.
Now, for the purposes of our viewers, if someone wants to access this information to find the validity of it, how does it happen?
Ghana web. It's in Ghana web.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kese, also no Obama analysis can clearly Roy the kind of now a fair time for everybody.
Yeah, as somebody so and on one said. Important point a woman say Ghana near no have a chill ha. That Ghanaian no, let's say a private businessman or businesswoman. She or he is serving the country, our nation Ghana. You know about fat in Yama or for Ghana. Just say we about trade and with the family alone. The service to the nation is why a Ghanaian has traveled all the way to come. Not that he or she is a poor person, but business no yet. Now COVID-19 about she cannot travel or he cannot travel. That's all. I'm not which baby, but even accommodation, if you are sick out buy for rent and all that, hotel and all that, it's getting hassle. So it's a good thing for the Ghana government or any other government to do. But do not expect demand payment from him or her. Moreover, what did you call Ghana? If you go on that, no watch now baby quarantine for 2 weeks. The own cheer for 2 weeks. But if the quarantine is free, then it should be sensible. If it's the fare from UK or US or whatever to Accra is free, fine. Quarantine, if it's free, fine. But you say go to quarantine, but pay 600 cedis a day or 500 or 400 cedis a day or cover wine. This is corruption. Just to go baby. That will be corruption. We do not want corruption too. The person took corruption. Then not do that or promising so about corruption. She said, "Oh, work a crown with corruption." She about 4 or 5 months to go to next election. Are we going there for a new promise? Yes, new promise.
Now, what mention be about corruption, but you better.
Thank you.
Easy. what is the way forward? Because this has gone on for on and on and on.
Yeah.
Oh, new voters register.
Yeah.
Oh, there be pray. It's like this. Go ahead. It's not going ahead. People are arguing differently, you know, and it's making the country tense. Voters, you know, we the voters, you know, we very tense because we don't know what is happening. Oh, NDC can't wait. Progressive People Party is saying this. Liberal Party of Ghana can't. Oh, NDC are saying this. Every day, something different is coming out of it.
Yeah.
In this country, if say you vote the last election, no, now if you don't register to voter, say election, but now you don't register to voter, that means you are not part of it.
Yeah.
That means you cannot go and vote. Even to get credit becomes difficult for that person, because all the banks and other credit agencies, you know, use the voting system to help them to know, say, we were trying to address, say. Yeah. In Ghana, there is claims that people, over 1 million dead people, are still on the voted register, or ghost names and things like that. But if people don't register to vote, why is their name still important on this? And that is the first question. And the second question is, do you think there should have been a referendum for the people to decide about this rather than political parties fighting over it? What's your views?
Thank you, my view is that the EC was not created by Ghanaians. It was created by English people, the British people, United Kingdom, where we are. The better system is in this country. What they do is that according to 17, then they register him or her. A child born in this country or growing up in this country would get 17 and they record him or her. Register. Until year 18, then needs him call register. That's the best way to look at it. Now, Electoral Commission, instead of doing her job or their job, no, what they spend, she wants to tell us they spend all this time looking for 1 million dead people. How did she get it? Can she give us a list of 1 million dead people? It's not true. It's incredible. I mean, wasting time on dead people and all that. Now, why don't you do a good job? What's the best way to run an electoral commission is that you work closely with the government, with the council, And be a mere maybe saying if you move from her. Never did say, your body could fear Ghana if ye. Yes, I say, me have never got somebody bed death certificate. I had to go through so many questions. And then after that, he asked me, do you have any questions? I said, yes. I mean, say, when you're like a baby, but say you didn't want to call Ghana, that's all. So why are you asking all these questions? And he told me that, listen, we need to know in order to remove her name from the electoral register. That made sense. Do you understand? So, Electoral Commission of Ghana, I don't know how they operate, but they must work with register of for deaths and birth as well.
So they lack skills. Training.
Well, this one said I don't know how to do it, but it's an easy job.
Because when you hear that the 1 million dead people, then which way do we go, Mr. Owusu Echam?
Mr. Kula, so we share James and Bosman, sorry, and name of we and Ghana, Mr. Kula, Ghana, laugh about Kakra.
Why?
Recently, last week, when the James of the can say 2012, or more young by biometric register, or more time printing, there was a mistake, like, more time printing, it was a mistake. Meanwhile, biometric system is like DNA.
Yeah.
Mr. K, to be a organic DNA, there's no way to be 100%. I bet 99.9 and be 98. It's a nipa now call biometric. Say any 100% at times, and it be a fireman's. Once they use a bare hand to do jobs. And you know, the biometric data na file will be a 2012. It be an time print.
Papa, listen now, Papa. They use hoe.
Yes.
I saw normally do. Primitive way of farming. We still do it in Ghana. Yes. Primitive.
What I say.
It's not mechanized agriculture system. We talk about it, the primitive way. I said, I saw. Listen now, Papa. The already said and print already. Oh, I've seen it. I saw it when I went.
Yes.
I went
So
2012.
Winning.
They said my papa.
Winning.
Offering or treachery. They said my papa. No, woman say. When you run over to my house.
Oh, but my answer. Don't worry. You need to
Yeah, but I'm not
say.
today. The funny, what I said.
Yeah.
The sad way happy. And it's nipa na beto aba. Na so ne tampent ne eto machine so a. Na sam fa e dey na be. Anything na free bibi manual verification. Jimmy says I didn't inflow.
But have we not passed? You living in the UK, don't you think we should pass all these things? Now, you follow. We learn.
Yeah.
What is the learning for us over the years with this problem?
To be high, you can such a Ghana for the US of an enemy. If you Ghana nearby, if you be nearby, UK first whole Baha, you may fall fingerprint from the embassy. And that's the Kruma, a Biababi occupation, a for fingerprint. And yes, yeah, Mr. Kitios and offer of fingerprinting. You are two-sided China. Oh, what? They have your date of birth, they have your name, Ubi Bianwa.
Absolutely.
I deal best as a machine now, you differ one son dear, because it be a updated the bit, it is son. Your data is still intact. Mammy will say, Segula, sad data fund 2012 now, you do a tour back. I'm a NBC Irene, NBC Lusu, and then Fado, MPP, and Lusu as Irene. As I 36 regions, yeah, referendum, the same 2012 biometric register, and you know, American wants to meet. You start to about assemblymen. A Bible 2020, or see young Tom Chene, near Cotisca from Ghana, many years say, many Roy say, because of COVID-19, budgetary allocation, and more thing. Why are we spending this money? Aside National Identification Authority, 1.2 billion. And no crime. Until we are spending all this money. Mr. Kula, what do you want to say? I am here, sir.
Thank you.
My father Ghana passport, because the Ghana passport by and can check Ghana for say. Yana a time on me. And then Ghana for about 30 million more Ghana. Yen Ghana for a time on him. You must send a use of Ghana passport. You have found the data average. What foreign ministry? I said about 2 million Ghanaians now Ghana passport. And 1.5 get money, including you and me. It's Ghana now, or not Ghana only passport. Now about 500,000 people know. A better than new system everyone said me quiet, say we use Ghana passport. I'm poison.
Right. What's your view about EC and way forward around this what here? I mean, you said you know how the system works very well in the UK.
Yes.
There's no way anybody can have a dead person's name on the register. And there is no way someone will be able to vote twice. And if you don't register to vote, you are not going to be on the list.
Yo.
So listen, what can
we
you learn from all this?
Medical can be first of all. Say, we are the party in power. So to speak, and many are not the opposition. So we didn't point by, we didn't point by. Let's also manage some extra time. So maybe you mean questions are in one shot. So,
in summary, yeah.
That's it. Good. Yeah, in relation to dead people on electoral roll in Ghana, yes, we do not have a system, a centralized system. Everything is done manually by paper. Okay. And we live in a country where the same people, which is NBC, you have for per se National Identification Authority bill way before leaving power in 2008.
In 2008.
Yeah, before leaving power in 2008. You guys all you had to do was to find money and carry out this exercise. What happened? It is brought because they felt say once we know the exact number of Ghanaians in the system, no more rigging because we will have a continuous data update. It's what did they do? Dilly. Now we have a government, and MP government has come back in power, and they say no, we must do this because one. It's not just for elections alone, but it's only good for national and economic planning. Say, as a country, we have accurate data of your citizens. Ubenya obia say nipa we asomesi ye wona wona hospital we say that no sa no kroma unu say ye wo a ye ma a certain unique number. That number no more social services you know very well. So once acquiring rural education compulsory kroma, once they enter school then the system picks them up. After our registration what register no there's a birth and death no. The system picks them up and that number stays with them throughout their life, life within the country. We as a country, Ghana, we don't have such a system after 60-something years of independence. And now what here catch me say, national identification I know and yet. Now, I'm not one data. We have about 7.4% of the mortality rate in Ghana. Let's base it just on the, I can't say, according to statistics, do the Unima research. We have based that on just the electoral register of about 70 million, nearly 70 million people. So 7.2 no, per 1,000 people, no. You use that, you extrapolate that into that 70 million now. How many dead people do you get since 2000, which is 8 years now? The answer now, Jermaine Sakano, nearly 1 million people. And it's dead accurate. Unima,
what does that got to do? Wait, hold on.
I have to explain.
No, I know, but
before I land
this
on
will
my
answer
point. Because I'm saying,
what does that got to do? No,
data?
hold on. What does that got to do with Nipanewua? Then why is it important to be a woman? Say yes, say why is it important to be a woman? Because I don't know what me will vote. So why is it important? Because their name should not be part of the new register. Because the Croman, Mema was a high example. In the UK here or in Europe, no. If you don't register to vote, there is no way your name will. And if you are passed away, because you cannot register to vote again, there is no way the system will generate you again for you to go there. So why is it important?
It's really important because when we do something we call exhibition, it is up to you and I to go there and say, me asumesi, me wafa asumesi, me nana asumesi, sebi. They did not on kaya as a form. It's a civil responsibility. Do we do it? No.
You mean to go to the EC to tell them?
No, I said when we are doing exhibition. That's who's near the appear on electoral rules. It's your responsibility as a Ghanaian to do it.
Don't the machine automatically say
it doesn't. It doesn't.
This is where I think say, do you think that we should have a referendum? We should have had a referendum over this to clear it rather than the parliament deciding and then having difficulties deciding. Because it's creating tension in the country.
Easy no show. Easy no. You have 17 school to was here. Let's dissect this so that we won't you have 17 million people on the register. 1 million say suspect 1 million day. Yeah. Regard and a woman more to class don't you think, say, you have issues with accuracy when it comes to using that data? Yes, you do. And if you have issues with accuracy with that using that data, what do? One, you go undergo cleansing. Here is a situation whereby cleansing, no, we don't have you say good systems. Say, birth and death, right now, national say besides, we have other issues regarding this register. We are saying, according to the EC, no, or say, people are we use national health insurance card, medical register, a court show muso money, no. They don't feel say that data now was accurate. Why? Because say the forms normally yes are filling our forms no. There was nothing that there that said say as soon as see the passport and I say this is birth certificate and I say or the health insurance card they already registered. It was all arbitrary. It's as part of that no. Yet to rely on that old you would say voter registration card no. And finally, call into this new election. They want to change it. We almost say if we are to undergo a new contract on this electoral rule, now you call all through this cleansing now. Sika, okay.
Therefore, you will take a course in the next 10 minutes. Why? Extreme in the next 10 minutes, you will take a call. Me won't say, Openi Michael Asare, Afre. In the next 10 minutes, you will take a call. Openi, where the extra one. Thank you. You don't want to.
Sika, your mama Charlotte say, any limited registration exercise in 2016. Minia, that money alone, no, so new register way, no, the new sense can. So if we are to do a limited registration exercise, according to that course, because don't forget we're using the same suppliers, STO, Superlock Technology say for no. Our system right now, I would say outdated. You buy or say money we buy, or say server plan is Israel. Server room go computer, obsolete computer is one. But it is or no sachet, or no man mandate na share. Next or say we ought to change this because we cannot or say I cannot as the chief returning officer, I cannot be confident to return the results of the coming elections based on the data I have. What's your problem?
So to me, you know, there my question. I think say Mr. Kesson. My question is this: learning from the UK experience, you know, do you feel say we, you know, the way we have dealt with the EC situation in terms of new voters register or not, in terms of all these political parties and argue about it, has been done in the wrong way? Because the learning is this. There is no way somebody will pass away. What will be away? No, Nidin will be on the list. Yeah, it can be because why? The person have not registered again to vote, so they cannot be. Their names cannot be there.
You haven't been verified. You mean verified?
Yeah. What now? Even voters register, Prabana say won't register to get credit. It's difficult, and there is no way say Obi Betimako register amount in this country. No one can do that. So why haven't we learned from the best people so that we can move on as a country?
You need to know National Education Authority. Yeah, you need any Omukuya, National Education.
1 minute each. 1 minute.
What's happening? What's
happening? 1 minute. Yeah.
Because the Ghana Constitution is clear. So we have birth and death registrar in our constitution appointed by the president. What you say? And you know, well, president appointed now. So Uber what? And Rani said, and was still registered over under 21 days. 21 days. So the UPIN, San and Rani, so that death and birth acting 21 days. So once you are registered now, there are some punishments. Are we doing it? Aside that, you know, the year population census every 10 years. The last one year in 2010. It assumed 2020. Until year population census, you don't a man do, incredible do. For more than 10, 18 years, they didn't say I'm cover this register. It don't cost what it be more or more free, or more free. Now collaborative with birth and death register and yet Jamaica. It is wrong, say. A whole list was better say from 2012, 1 million people dead on our register.
Systematic
which is
Mama data. It's so when we are working out.
1 million.
What workers is not true.
Is that true?
Never see a free
7.2 per 1,000.
In summary,
no. There's no way 1 million people. You're too unclear. You need one now. You real crime now. A dummy baby now. People will die.
Mr. Thank you very much. I was trying to conclude.
Yes.
Sir, I went for death certificate. Maybe said so what we know is that if you receive a death certificate is issued, a copy goes to the EC.
That's it, straight away.
A copy goes to the EC within, let's say, within 24 hours or 1 week. Well, if you don't pile up to 1 million, you come and
I ask the question: do EC need training and training skills? Lack of skills. Is that what it is?
I come from a reformist. I represent a reformist political party. We come to reform these things, and that have not happened. It's just a joke. When I started, I said something was laughable. This is more laughable than what he's thinking, because anybody wouldn't. Within, let's say, let us 1 month ago, then you give a register because something is not going right in Ghana. We must correct it in Ghana and nowhere.
Okay, thank you.
Know what I mean?
Thank you. Right,
you know,
different question. Now, Yanka Nigeria Assembly, High Commission Assembly Kakra. Why? Yanka on also Kakra. Now, as you are aware, you know how you need say Nigeria High Commission, almost residence for a building almost for some of almost staff.
Yeah.
You say unknown people be hiding. I've been monitoring some part of the building, and I say Omatra activity too. Now, the moment this came out, former president John Mahama, one also make a comment on Twitter. Say on Monday night, say Nanadu to act urgently and get to the bottom of the matter. Now say or give you to him a advice that on Twitter say the government should this is what he said. President Mahama gave the advice via his Twitter handle. Said it beat his imagination how such a violent and nosy distraction could occur without our security agents picking up the signs to prevent the damage. No, see, government needs to act and to get to the bottom of the demolition of structures on the premises of the Nigerian High Commission. He said it beat his imagination. How or not? No, it has happened because of the lawlessness issues which is happening now.
Under this,
but is there any lawlessness, as he is saying? And who are these people? Who actually is the government official who actually own this place that then instructed these people to act this way? Do you have any knowledge of it, and what is the way forward around it?
Well, unfortunately, we are in the regime of NPP. It seems the NPP is in the business of bulldozing properties if there's a disagreement. Recently, a few months ago, maybe under 1 year, I think about 8 or 6 months ago, they went to the trade fair site. Trade fair site, particularly in business, or so they want to ram through that, they bulldoze it through. And then we have
was for Roy,
we have a government.
The question was for Roy, but
Okay.
You going, because Roy has to answer that question.
Sorry.
The question is for Roy. What is your views about Mahama's statement? Say lawlessness because Sony idea or Ghana, and who is the top Ghanaian official that owns this place?
You see, this is not the first time Mahama, ex-President Mahama, is meddling and attempting to paint his own country black in the eyes of foreign or diplomatic circles. YMC Daeshe, the CE or to assemble some diplomats or try as much as possible to paint the government blacks in a bayard just to infuriate some sort of reaction from them. Exactly the same thing now, as a statesperson.
Hold on, please.
We a statesman. That's what you're gonna happen. These things, we have so many civil litigations going about in the country. You do not expect, say, be iron act. Government, it right away, becomes your punching bag. And I say, what a touchline now. Be seen no evil here, no evil. You only criticize without offering solutions. Now, we have Oshe and say, Osuhino say, him about. I have a copy of Papano statement. I can say they have called upon the individual entity now who sits dying because they were reliably informed. Say initially, individual and also could sit down take on one or say Nigeria form. And eventually he got stopped. Then he now became after the Nigerian embassy is till. So it became like okay, so between them, they have tried various means to resolve this. Now we know we
Obia say on the Facebook, Mr. Kwaku Safo say the Osu Traditional Council have confirmed they instructed the demolitions. Police have apparently arrested some of the perpetrators. No government official is involved.
So now we have now cleared government involvement in this.
So who owns the actual place?
Osu chiefs. I have it here. The patriotic for her. Osu chiefs, no, we're on that no. What issue statement? And yeah,
can the land registry, do you think, say, to clear land commission? Oh, but me I can say, okay, we're doing a dasa, say so. Now at least I clear that area of
no, it's not as simple as that, Pacho. We're to title holder on the me. Okay? Whoever is on the land is a leasing, has a leaser. Yeah? It's not just straightforward. Say, besides, foreigners per se, are not entitled to own a piece of land in Ghana for the full length of 99 years. No. So that's it. This goes beyond that. But I'm not even going to attempt to defend anybody. What has gone on now is something. Obviously, it has the potential to escalate into a diplomatic issue. But thankfully,
I'm supplying gas.
The
prices will go high.
It will go high, but unfortunately, no. You're another that before, obviously, to say or that so that in his diplomatic, or say, with Timmy. Any Buhari, I'm say Omakasa, Ama, there has been some sort of or no government, article on itself, say, Obede, Obeshe Ama Pepe Yade, Apa. When we know me to Yukihano, do you think you say you can trample on Oko Westminster, Duke of Westminster? Import extension, who feel Westminster, you can do a common extension? No, because they are rich, or say Dubai. Sheikhs or apply for extension so person take gas and say
moving forward, these things have to stop. So now the government have to come out and make a clear statement say it have to go through the court and then the proper process. Do you think it's time for us as a country to move towards that direction?
The country is already there. So
that is what I was going to say.
And a lot of people have been doing it in Ghana.
No. Usually they have a court injunction. They have a court ruling. In this case, I'm not privy to any court injunction. No, you cannot say for fact because they have made attempts to make. To discuss this matter, but I must say, for whatever the chiefs, and that's the people who instructed that bulldozer, should have done the right thing by alerting authorities and alerting assemblies, now local authorities, and say, Obi sit down, permit now, we object. It here is our petition. Most of the panel. That is another way to stop these things. But whereby the other ones, whereby people have legitimate injunctions, and that's necessary. You cannot stop somebody exercising or non-court or say warrant when it's aka. It's not about a Ghana and now, but it's the own co-detailer. And in the case of the trade fair site, the guy now he was told, he was made aware, say, one, you're not to erect a permanent structure on that land. But what did he do? He went ahead to do it. Well, you never be and obedient and you now turn around to frustrate them for a good 4 years.
Thank you.
And me that say, what is that? Mr. Wa, Yekasa, Yamagano, and now the same way I'm not so Ghana, me that say.
Mr. Kirsten, your views about this thing. I know you started.
Yeah, I started by saying that it seems that this new administration of NPP, people can bulldoze people's buildings and all that. Yes, we are an underdeveloping country. We are not developing. We are underdeveloping country. And that guy was a journalist. He was a journalist. He had a problem with NPP years ago. He was an editor of a newspaper. It's in Wabasa. No, or young business. That's why it's a payback period. California is stupid. We know. There's a history.
The police was there, so there must be some kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the officers who was present, you know,
Yes.
now there are videos going around showing these people.
Yeah.
Do you think that they should go through the disciplinary process if they actually went there themselves without any court directions?
No. In Ghana, anything can happen in Ghana as far as they come and tell you order from above. The above, we don't know who is above. Whether Nanado or Rolling.
Should this thing stop?
Of course, we must stop. We must change direction and stop. The government should have stepped in. If in the case of Nigerian High Commission property or whatever, you see, what should have happened was that our government, Ghana government, should come in straight away. It's not a matter of telephoning Mr. Buhari and all that. No, come on, make your position known in the country that these things are wrong. It must never ever happen. After all, there are some number. There was no dead business in there. Nobody had killed. But this is not the right way of going about things. So therefore, somebody has created this program. Government is also trained us, but we have to know exactly. It's not a matter of just apologizing to the president of Nigeria. Do you know what's happening to Ghanaians who have properties in Lagos right now? So we are talking. We don't know.
We have Ghanaians in Nigeria.
We've got Ghanaians. Do you know what Nigerians are doing against our own brothers in Nigeria? We don't know until something comes out. So if you are in charge,
so Ghanaians or Nigeria could be a threat.
Yeah, of course, yes. You're too those days now. You're too from Ghana. No? Now, Ghana also. I don't know what was going through their mind. Ghanaians also went to live in Nigeria. Tell me, you two in the 80s. No? It was pathetic. It was pathetic. That's why I saw something called Ghana Must Go. I never knew Ghana Must Go. So, we're too Ghana for you couldn't be over Nigeria. No, back to Accra. So we must be very, very cautious dealing with this. I mean, I'm not blaming our head of state or our government, but if you see something wrong like that, come out to society to say it so that it doesn't happen in
purposes of the public in terms of public interest.
Yes.
Whoever is this official, top official, has to come out. The media who reported top official and others, they must identify this official. Land registry or commission should also make us know who owns the land. I think so. Freedom of information, so that people will know, then declare it. I think it's very helpful. So when we take these steps now, it will help us as a country moving forward. Oh, Mr. Usu, what do you think of it?
Yeah, Mr. Kula, I want to say, Vienna Convention, Article 22. The chair said, Ghana is such as a the chair said, nobody can enter High Commission as be a consular because of say, yes. Into Ghana, and they can say, oh, South Africa for they are attacking Nigeria, they are attacking Ghanaian xenophobia. Inside we are happy. And yet, ordinary building, High Commission building. And Ghana, High Commission, it belongs to Ghanaians, and it belongs to Ghana. It's a Vienna Convention says you cannot enter. It's a small can say it's a High Commission, and I said Ghana by end near security issue here. And it's we let me say assassinate media. You go to any embassy, just bulldozer no, I offer bulldozer. One for the security for can home. No for machine. It's a good idea. When you say, our highly security area. Bulldozer and FR form. It is simple that's in the coin, in the board. I'm making noise. Our interior minister no wife. IGP no wife. Because within the country, in the BSC, I was within 5 minutes, I said, I'm going to head the kids. I was in Kent. There was one Russian airline entire UK airspace. You didn't know. They went here some airspace. They went to bang. The next day the newspaper reported said Russia for airline entire UK airspace. The almost just line air driver out. What do you say? A bill I make was Obi High Commission, Nigerian High Commission. What me alcohol said, we were court injunction at Brian Sawa Vienna Convention Article 22.
We signed.
So how can you do that? International embarrassment. Here, CNN and BBC. They are all about the case when you know. They are not talking about land near where they are. They are not talking about Osuas. Almost say Ghana. They call invade Nigerian High Commission. Exactly way at TSA. Nanado. Internal security. Oman and home. Because they did not sworn in. So okay, to carry that happy on the presidency.
Yeah, right.
MPP vigilante fought me caucus more.
Okay, question about now. Since from 1957 and I'm very Constitution 1992, declaration of access for MPs, government officials, ministers, those who hold higher positions, has been a problem for us. Do you think, say, with issues like this Nigerian situation, Senka MPs declare on access, by a top official, yet scary, say, hesitant, say, Nipano obey declare, obey man who about, because obviously what declare access, we know what is going on. Why is declaration of access here a problem for us? Do you think it's time for voters to say, no, because more declare access. Oh, Ubiam declare access. And I'm talking in all the political parties in Ghana. We say primaries bar. They are giving what they term as, instead of bribes, they call it gifts. And they are giving money everywhere. They are giving cars, money. No, when you know a such as the car
And bicycles.
when you know a question,
Bicycles.
how do we move forward with that? Mr. Uso Chan, we didn't take a good evening. Good evening,
Kula. Good evening, Kula.
Oh, Mr. Sister, where they welcome, let us say.
When you had Kula, when the post-COVID program, the studio also come up was meant to be there, but
next week, ever heard in power? Why? Next week, or Roy or Hasi?
Roy or by Juma, it's here, about way of support. There was a Roy Cadiano. Also, a child was talking up. And now the Quacodona means fingerprinting. That is exactly the reason why this current voter registration here, and also didn't work because every capture when need also account. Can you believe that they would do airport, especially EU for when you get to the airport? Immigration officer in General, just by looking into the camera, I capture them who say, hey, why? The gate opens for you to go. You see, we are seeing a economy, so we shouldn't still want to live the past. I was saying, the next room in the United Kingdom, a farmer, the name Chekra, a book now for and then Ghana, we can't even tentatively say 11 million, and I say 10 million. Now, Mr. Kitiosin is talking about OBYC. You can't compare Abuja records to Ghana, and that is why currently, year 5 to say, Ghana should be digitized, near centralized data of our citizens. Now, you don't need to notify electoral communities that Obiawu. Now, inform birth and death, automatically the system picks up. And that is where we are driving to NDC for story. I'm saying, but we say, why digital? Yes, digital, because the world is going digital. If you don't follow, Ubekati. And this register is not another right kind and yet for voting purposes. You see, almost thinking so shallow thinking. But we are thinking ahead.
Thank you.
I will register this one. Automatically, any visual in our center in Ghana.
Wama, Ousu, Mr. Yosin, almost. Oh, dear, almost review the crop.
Oh, they will laugh.
So be as more come on TSC, they say that.
I'm best because all my being copy. But you see, Ghana and that one trend APDC for, and that one trend CPP for, and that one trend PPP for. But be a direction a year call the direction it's a bit any Ghana, any Abuja, ever at the same level. You do sustain the sort of yours in Corona, Nibusia, and straight away and the DRC voter register. So in Ghana, it doesn't work out like that. And in any case, Senator say, and now one son, James system, or you say, our register is bloated.
Yo, yeah, that was it.
Supreme Court, Kula, may run the app, Supreme Court, I say, almost say, oh, queen, dean, few, or to me, few one. So there are 1,001 reasons why registration must be done. Kula, may run the app,
how many times?
This is Abba Edmonton. Yes, I want to be there, make dress, yes, what pay a name, that's that will be because or no one play.
Citizen, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
NDC has a choice. They can choose not to register or register. It is their choice.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Wait there, Mr. Usu. Over to Marco, Declaration of Access Service.
Yeah, Mr. Citizen.
Wait there, you want more to us. I didn't take it back. But you want a friend.
Mr. Kula, a friend, Adams.
Yeah, Adams, yeah, but you're free.
Yeah, me free Peterborough.
Oh, Manunko, why? Manunko, Mr. Adams.
Yeah, Massam, yeah, so Massam, you the big kind, you remember Papa person, gentleman person. Say, almost radios when I almost political issues about Ghana. There are some people in Ghana that don't need war. Somebody like ex-president Mama. Who think as an ex-president Mama, the view of a petty nation in black. Like I said, you people Ghana, they talk to Mama as if to or a doormat. We just said, I'm going near DC, and he knows the words and the utterances. Yeah, against or towards the ex-president Mama. What I say? And on 19 about this voters register and people before deep down that they know the reason why at this time of the year they want to come up with something new to the register. Because when you say gentlemen, so this can better plane ticket man one call I would do the cemetery.
But your friend Mr. Roy entry why?
In so say be on it.
One call I would do the cemetery and I tafu here. No Mr. almost say within a month and 2 months people know where I be see on. One I would do my office work. Almost the records of people who I don't have out of selection.
Number
of them coming up with the new register. It's only them that they know.
Yo, thank you.
And the last one, repatriation. So Bekaya and maybe Ghana phobia no more Libya accept to woman ex-president Wallace and go repatriate to mobile. So we are in the capital. As when Wallace no we need to start thinking about investing into a national airline. There was a so our repatriation won't be a problem.
Yeah.
You can come a little more.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Hold on. Also, in terms of yes. And do you think say a creative programs when primaries any elections MPCB Chicheno Manu yes because when you say corruption say how do we solve the problem of corruption in our country if the same MPs or people who are contesting for MPs are giving gifts with the view of robbing Peter to pay Paul? What is your views?
Yeah, exactly like that. You say the Constitution, Article 71 for I think say access declaration. Come more now for Article 71 for president's rights, chief of staff, judges, any other CEOs, any DCs.
Senior officers,
yeah, MPC officers.
It includes on Article 286 under Section 1 of the Constitution says that public officers public office holders, including the president, the vice president, the speaker, and the deputy speaker of parliament, as well as ministers and deputy ministers of state, ambassadors, the chief justice, and managers of public institutions in which the state has interests, shall submit to the Auditor General written declaration of all property or assets owned or liabilities owned by them, whether directly or indirectly. And public officers are appointed or employed to serve the public interest. But do we see these things? Ekroma, who Boris Johnson assessor, you have assessor, you have access to it. All the MPs, you have access to it.
Yeah.
They don't have to hold a ministerial position. Why is our country a problem?
Anything particular, so we declare what access, yeah, from 2 and we declare access the board. The access declaration.
It's already a time in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe start to know that I mean, made a film brief, but many said there's no castle to say because of something about me or your digital. It is under NDC. Any of the fiber cable, 808.3 kilometers from southern part of Ghana to the north. Yes, in a year. One more time, mobile corner, Muton Ghana Telecom, including our fiber cable, 100 years. Muton, we are criticizing now, so we are very bad. We create people as support. We create e-government. We be even court. They laid out that the citizen go and then what I say. Access declaration is circular. The Amas had your dimension. Now we ASIPA.
From 1957, 1922 constitution.
I went to constitution, yeah. And I'm going to call Shraj. Say, you Jemensa as EC boss went to make declare was, and then they are going to put 2 years. They know who for. And I'm not saying say they are a Jemensa, a book to say a Ghana, dear a costume. And say, asset declaration. Say, oh, Baba, I point to one, and so we declare asset because why declare any corruption man. So, how can you say, Obi, a cooperating committee, and so a minister or an MP, they didn't call him, it's a plan. They didn't call him. When declared assets, but within 2-3 years, no one the very baby. What is the cover on it? Abigo. Like I said, a morning and said nobody knows. And the question is said, I don't know some run. Yenchi Mokena before said about point 2 now, I declare as a west were in. What declare assets also a child. About point 2 now will feel me and some land any some baby free swag. We declare the access. It means SSR or some question.
The best of the boom. Now, no primaries are MPs almost church idea. All the political parties do it in Ghana. What's your views about that?
I am secretly doing this. I'm an MPP. More primaries of Ghana. Feature television, cars, name, bicycle, we do so capital. I was say anyone or any power. To say both political parties. Yama obi a we card very member eto aba primaries na yes arena ebetimi eyi saa secretary ko kampo obi wo ha we say obi no me see.
You think say police should arrest obi a obeye saa de ni bia wa obe try say obe bribe obe bribe voters ama yentoma no? Do you think that they should arrest them?
Yes, I mean it's up to the government also because one of them, you know, one person on TV or radio, so between scammer will be. What is going to be?
Hello. Thank you. Thank. But you want a friend, not free.
Okay, so cool. The first free London, Prime Minister.
Yo, Maninko.
Michelle.
Yo, where do you welcome, sir?
Very a quick one. Easy, even I'm a person, no champion.
Yes, where do you come into? Until we ever 1 minute na fire my why yes
a quick one. Let me make us so okay 2012 petition now. Apologize for court now. Foreign ministries now so registered for 240,000. On the evidence of only 700 for court. So where are the other numbers now occupied or even occupied here? So if there's no other reason that NDC thinks they might new register. Obviously, the Supreme Court said that register is credible. It's how can you go to election and keep on going to election with no credible register? So what I say, no matter what you wouldn't accept election I floor. And the only issue we can avoid, as I say, we vote to the credible register. And Supreme Court already declared already. But the 22 of them proposal, you only need to queue via register. You didn't need to provide any evidence or your done or anything like that.
Yeah, there was a why? Yeah, there was.
I mean, besides say, Groma, what you need to about say, we need documents.
A chroma, yes, you need the proper registration because I will register those as long as you have registered before. So register first time.
You need to prove.
Yeah, that's it. For the first time, you need to prove. Yes.
Yeah, but then I'm for like 2012 for register without any application.
It's not true.
Okay.
Not true. That's what
in summary,
true.
In summary, Odian, what we declaration of asset, Thank you, Roy.
What's the question now?
The question is, do you feel say we as a country, the ministers, NDC, MPP, over the years, all the political parties, say we are not following the rules of the 1992 Constitution. Say Obia and ministers and others no declare on access. Is this the reason why say Prime Minister all our political parties in Ghana what we know is they give bribe. People give bribe to be MP. Wow, people do. I remember one MP telling me say, I never chikran feel nipe guhono. Oh, and to be able to look after all these people, therefore, so what yes, what you mean video? Also, just want to mount. So how are we gonna come out of it? This is what they said long time. And what is your view about that? Hold on, please.
Sometimes
hold on, please.
When you can focus, we say MP to be no kasa sansi mucho. Kuma MP eko ka sansi mucho na down for the shopping in. Or catch media, or catch police, MP no beche no. You on the other hand,
he said it.
He
said it live on TV. Yeah.
But and I'm say you on the other hand, you don't challenge that person, you don't take him on.
I did.
Let's move away from warning.
What is your answer?
So my answer now to you, they say, one, asset declaration there, we all know before and after. What I say, if we want to curb corruption associated with abuse of public offices and that's why the framers of the 1992 Constitution, Article 286, what I say. But unfortunately, Sanima way it has been going on for a while and it goes unchecked. Who is responsible to ensure that we are checking? One, so if we have a national ABR like somewhere like a national register, for instance, for every public official, the minute that position, well, obviously the government is continuing, so the position is never vacant. But the minute that position is filled by a next person, you should have tick boxes to say, Nipa way was satisfied, Sanima way, the criminal record check, the previous experience, everything has been checked, and the citizens are satisfied. Sanima way needs to be open and transparent, and once it's open and transparent, to me, that's my solution. Say, a Bema Sanima way, we will not have.
Are we adhering to it that at the moment? Are we doing?
Like I said, there might be individual few cases within who have not satisfied that requirement.
Answer the
but
question.
I will not be able to
at
tell.
The moment, do you feel say, as a country, are we?
As far as I'm concerned, most people are adhering to it.
They are adhering to it.
Most of
Ghana.
Most office holders are adhering to that, and I can tell you for a fact that our ministers in government, most of them,
adhere to it. Are we aware of it?
Our president has done it. His vice has done it. All his ministers have done it. Kobusa only the appointees now. So
out of interest, so you are saying, say, Nanado administration,
leadership,
all the ministers have gone through the access declaration.
As far as we are aware, yes.
No. Are you saying that? Say, this is it in this.
As far as we are aware, they have done it because the leader himself has done it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. What did Roy kind? You understand the question?
I understand the question.
Okay, hold on. In order for Roy to finish, do you feel say the problems with asset declaration are creating problems with MPs bribing people to vote for them, or people standing for position of MPs, you know.
That is, I will decouple that away from it, because you know why? There are candidates that are going into primaries who don't hold office. So, where did they get that money from? From public office? No.
Bicycle incident, you know, what do you think about it? So, we go straight to the point.
The bicycle
was given, then when the people didn't vote for the man, he went out looking for them.
It is wrong.
Looking for everybody.
It is wrong.
And police has not been involved. Do you think the police should arrest him?
For what, Mpacho?
For bribing to, because of a deception.
Mpacho,
robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Mpacho, to what? I'm saying we are jumping ahead of ourselves. Vote buying in Ghana, say, TOB Sika said to Abamami, in the general election, no, we know, say, it's punishable. But when it comes to primaries now,
only again punishable.
No, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to primaries now, what are we saying? What I say? It's primaries, no, Nipa, no, like you said, no, unless what they are coming a delegate as a gift or whatever.
Okay,
what I say? So, or the vice command says, that one I cannot sit.
What is your views about that one?
As far as the Progressive People's Party, when we formed our party, before Dr. Papa Kusindom, our leader, would go into the elections, he declared his assets, his accounts. His accounts, tax return, you know, declared even his medical bill of health. Medical exams. Because Atamils had passed away. The president in the job, you know, is a big jobber. You can't take a weak person to go and do it. So Dr. Papa Kusindo, you know, led by example by giving himself up for medical examination.
You think the pain of people standing up for MPs, position of powers, and everything on? That's a trial briber. Ubi are contesting for that position. Do you think the police should be involved?
The police itself is the government. They shouldn't be involved. They can't be involved. The Ghana police is the Ghana government. Because the government, Ronaldo or the president appoints the IGP. It shouldn't be. The police.
But it's a Ghana problem. And I think that voters should consider, they say, Obia or Nunutia drive say vote to Mameno. What do they mean good for your country?
Well, it means very bad for our country, but after all, we are Africans, so don't forget. After all, we are just Africans. It's wrong. We are Africans. The white people do that. We do things in our own way. So they are used to that. So when we are talking of Black Lives Matter and all that now, because here in Brano, we use it anyhow. As far as we are Ghanaians, we don't care. Do you understand? Because President I mean, new authority has waned. It's so many things happening. Because but President, they are free. MPB, when you start a car, but take you to make us free. You
all agree with me, say there is a need for a change of policy.
Of course,
in that area of work to arrest these people to bring confidence for us. Because if not, a corruption, then the end court. Say MPs declare overseas, and now face primaries, and be over standing for any or the car command for or the Sika, any police for you. Now the last one, Ghana Police Force, only protect here.
Yes.
You know, when we need supporter, we run to the police. Now, you call no be or you be afraid police. But they know you can't rob police. No, Nima. No, I don't know what is going on now.
Yeah, because we got a poor system in our policing. So one person we are policing here, we must buy even ordinary application form. You must buy it. So before you become a police, now you are corrupted, baptized with corruption already. Because form which is calculated and when you form Africa. Do you understand? We have to reform it, and the Progressive People's Party is the only political party that is coming in to bring in these reforms. Growing up, there's no way police people were being recruited or military. There's no way they were buying forms. But these days, unfortunately, Lawrence, Mahama, NDC, MPP, the normal system, I was saying changing, PPP, we are coming to reform. The things that must be done and that have not been done, we are going to focus on that. We don't believe in casting institutions, insulting and all that. We really want to serve the people of Ghana. It's very, very shameful. You were UK. we know how things go. Your friends are almost only
You say the Dabonti and I say because police will play with you.
the pressing cross road, the pressing cross road, armed robbers are ruling Ghana. I mean, I'll catch you. Armed robbers, they are ruling Ghana. They get a high top quality guns. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, one more call police station, because this is
Roy, what is happening here? Thank you very much, Mr. Yosef. What is happening here, Roy? Yeah, police. Oh, who says so? Okay, say no, almost the Europe. Where is that?
And if one say I miss him, say not a question be able to be Iraqi was when last did he go to Ghana? But
me
about your
I'll say one last. Oh, because Ghana do 1 year.
Okay, that's anyway, and some American man said, you see, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay.
2 minutes.
What him said, police station now, Sabi, in the Park of Ponico Korea, send police for the kind. It's very, very unfortunate, but at the same time, as long as these are things that we pick up and we make sure security forces, we told them well. So Baumia Baumia has embarked on installing CCTVs in police stations around the country. You know, what you now want to. Oh, be a new. It's not all the making. Well, the party and the crowd would be police station or another new local police station, unfortunately. Nima. I'm moving this 2 minutes in Woodward.
Therefore, that area is a risk.
But either way, no, which is still.
Either way, Nima police station is close to. It's opposite.
What do you say?
So it's very dangerous.
It is adjacent to another.
No, let's answer this. Is Nima police station so that the viewers
Ring Road.
Yes. Opposite.
It's around the area. It's around the area.
Adjacent.
Adjacent.
It's around the area. So what I'm trying to say to you is the fact that police station has been one police station has been very good. Okay. It could have been lapses of concentration of officers over there. And I say, we go down for this.
It's not only once.
Oh, this has happened. When you want to make an
2 years ago.
Okay.
So it happened a few years ago. I'm going back at Wood Green Police Station. The reason why it's been shut was shut for 5 years was because an officer will be able to stab an officer without anyone knowing. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Sometimes.
Not stealing, but stabbing can happen anywhere.
But to get in there, let's see you win.
What you mean? I would tell you air condition.
When I nature say it could have been lapsed in, or say, kind of say, woman God.
The question is,
so
all the superintendent and I say the head of police in that department, or should he resign? And I say
that station, that officer should be taken on seriously. Because for this to happen, it's an indictment on the police. I am not going to sit here and defend that. What is it?
Yes.
Say, if it's maybe a wrong way system, let's say we all need to speak against it and get it to a good standard. You never go. Because all professionals.
He needs to go to training.
That person has to step down and I said, he has to be disciplined or demoted.
Thank you. Mr. Usu, what's your view about this?
Special prosecutor in the office
What evidence do you have on that?
Oh, no, okay.
They published.
Yes. Yes.
It was published.
Yes, it was published. Okay, type of guess now. Ghana is who your chin, the Congress of us appear. Who soon well from. Now, Tadia cry a dinner police station plan, open with me and the public. The Nima police station and the president is resident. I just said, near Timmy alcohol is a good lad. I could be air conditioner, put air conditioner be our now found. Put tattoos. I could do
like I said, it could be lapse in
leadership in police force. Is there a problem of leadership in the police force?
That is why I said, okay.
Do you think the police, in terms of the hierarchy of the police, need training, proper training, skills in terms of dealing with things? Because primary CDA by here or bicycle, things like this also for so obi timi ko gina radio so was wakum obi wari say we say yankoche no obi ko ka say yenye say what do you say
yankoche no ye chi omo so emeka say a police state any ta no moka
okay in summary 1 minute
recently 1 minute yeah recently want to say part of Fukuki
make that all your analysis one minute yeah
want to say Fukuki and the police defense castle more counter part like security officials no pointy fingers who now yeah
yes
since air condition to police station adjacent to the president the resident
and no one has been disciplined within
the police
force
it's Baumia no share was Baumia no share was or the city camera by the whole Ghana police station what
oh yeah ogusu ye me that yes
oh you
that's what was that question my cat also oh yeah
so in summary
no on their Trump internal security and people want failing be bien no go ye and on beefy up internal security is me go my sort of ye ba beto aba Ghana for beji omodi because it's a good and near me also you appoint regional community security director
thank you your 1 minute is up thank you right
it was a miliwie no em say o my Ghana na e ho no for 4 years for nearly 4 years now and this is for I did action one thing we asking them to say mo fa mo semra now we excel creditably in this COVID-19 season. Plus, or say manifesto promise 78% has been delivered. What I say? It is we are not telling our way to Yenianum NDC4. They see no evil, they hear no evil, they have no alternatives, but rather everything that goes on with the government beyond they are bound to say criticize. But you check out for boss say the 8 million Ghana you're making sure say NDC4 come Ghana say right now you back also Eddie Ghana could do after 2020.
Okay, the Progressive People's Party is demanding a simple form from our ruling government that the manifesto promises that were given to Ghanaians, we appreciate it. But before we go to cast our votes, we want a list of all the factories that have been completed. Just one factory, one dam, and stuff. One district, one factory. We just want to know because that's very crucial. That is very important. Where it is, how many people have been employed and all that, we will thank God and clap for them. But if not, we will have a problem with Ghanaians.
Thank you.
The factors,
more
everything is there.
Mr. Owusu Echao of NDC and Mr. Roy Entry of NPP and Mr. Kate Yosin of Progressive People Party. You for more contribution and then you better also next week. You will normal be as I say, you catch up. After so you're the Munina say and so your viewers much me are joining in. Now, Oma want me joining us mobile catch room. Yes, I'm more here program here. Yeah, I'm on subscription is very important. And I'm share program also MIN. Why? Yes, more subscribe we will try and do it now. Now if you no share program no MIN. You be share next week at 9 p.m. Now first no program is sponsored by Omega House. Omega House no sponsor him. The BBA you have Omega House no sponsor. Say uhia BBA artifacts. Say ba say a year china say year so jaman a year no. Omega House no BBA in terms of printing the cars and things like that. So we BBA ubetimi contact here and ba say uhia card be we are planning and I say BBA no we can look after it for you. We contact here. The number no so no